Good morning. How are you today? I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad that you're going to join me for the summer. Today it's our first week. So let's start off with our good morning song. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Are you ready? Let's do our ABCs, shall we? Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Very good. And our letter for today is the letter B. It makes a b sound like a bee, a buzzing bee, or Bobby, Brooke, Benjamin, beautiful, bright, biscuit, bunny, and birds. And that's what our topic is today. Birds, brilliant birds, lots of birds. Do you see birds in your backyard? What kind of birds do you see? Somebody said robins. Yes, usually see robins. Blue jays. A woodpecker. Oh, that's something special. And how about those real tiny little, you're right, a hummingbird. Very good. Now let's count. What number shall we count to today? How about the number 8? Okay, that sounds like a good number to me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Now let's go listen to our first story, shall we? Flap Your Wings, story by P.D. Eastman. Now this is one of Miss Judy's favorite books about birds, and I hope you'll like it too. An egg lay in the path. A boy came down the path. He saw the egg. He looked around. He saw flamingos and frogs and turtles and alligators. "Whose egg is this?" he called, but nobody answered. Then the boy looked up. He saw an empty nest in a tree. "Here is an egg without a nest," he said, "and there is a nest without an egg." The boy climbed the tree. He put the egg in the nest. Then he went away. Mr. and Mrs. Bird came home. They were surprised to find an egg in their nest. "That's not our egg," said Mrs. Bird. "Look how big it is." "But it is an egg." "It's in our nest," said Mr. Bird. "If an egg is in your nest, you sit on it and keep it warm. It doesn't matter whose egg it is." "All right," said Mrs. Bird, "but I wonder what kind of bird will come out of that egg." They took turns keeping the egg warm. First, Mrs. Bird sat on it. Then Mr. Bird sat on it. And sometimes, because it was so big, they both sat on it. One day Mrs. Bird heard a squeaking noise. "Help!" she said. This egg is squeaking. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Mr. Bird came back to the nest. He listened to the egg. The egg is not squeaking, he said. It's our baby that is squeaking. He is ready to come out of the egg. Mr. and Mrs. Bird waited. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak. The egg started to crack. Squeak, scratch, crackle. Then it cracked some more. And there was the baby. Mr. Bird was very excited. It's Junior, he shouted. What a beautiful baby. What do you think, boys and girls? Junior opened his mouth. It was a big mouth. It was full of teeth. That's the funniest looking baby I ever saw, said Mrs. Bird. Something is wrong. I don't think he's our baby at all. He's in our nest, so he must be ours, said Mrs. Bird. His mouth is open. That means he's hungry. When your baby is hungry, you feed him. Mr. and Mrs. Bird went away to get some food for Junior. Mr. Bird brought a pink worm. Mrs. Bird brought a green one. Junior ate both worms in one gulp. Then he opened his mouth wide again. We have to get Junior lots more to eat, said Mr. and Mrs. Bird. Hour after hour, day after day, they brought food for Junior. Mrs. Bird got berries and cherries. She got butterflies and caterpillars. She got dragonflies and mosquitoes. She got ladybugs and tiger beetles. Mr. Bird got crickets and spiders. He got grasshoppers and snails. He got red ants. He got black ants. He got centipedes, too. Look at all those legs. Ooh, those would tickle on the way down. What kind of bird eats so much? Said Mrs. Bird. It doesn't matter, said Mr. Bird. He's still hungry and we have to feed him. Weeks went by. Junior never stopped eating. And he never stopped growing. He grew bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh my! Finally, Junior got so big that Mr. Bird said, "It's too crowded up here. Junior has to leave the nest. It is time for him to fly away." "You are right," said Mrs. Bird. "The time has come. We must show him how to fly." What do you think, boys and girls? Is that going to work? Let's find out. Mrs. Bird pushed and pushed. Mr. Bird showed Junior how to fly. "Jump into the air like this," he said, "then flap your wings." Junior got ready. He took a big breath and jumped. Up, up, up into the air he went. "Flap your wings," yelled Mrs. Bird. "Flap your wings," yelled Mr. Bird. Junior flapped and flapped, but it didn't do any good. He didn't have any wings. Down, down, down went Junior. Down into the water, splash! It was cool and wet in the water. It was just right for Junior. "You know," said Mrs. Bird, "I don't think Junior was a bird at all." "It doesn't matter," Mr. Bird said. "He's happy now, and just look at him swim." The end. I hope you enjoyed that book. I hope you liked that first story. Let's do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, shall we? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Oh, eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Can you do it really slow. Let's do it real slow. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Oh, eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Now I want to teach you a song. I've done it for a long, long time. It's called the Bird Song, and it goes like this. Way up in the sky, the big birdies fly, while down in the nest, the little birds rest. With a wing on the left and a wing on the right, the little bird sleeps all through the night. The bright sun comes up, the dew falls away. Good morning, the little birds say. Shall we do that one more time? Okay. Get on your tippy toes. Way up in the sky, the big birdies fly, while down in the nest, the little birds rest. With a wing on the left and a wing on the right, the little bird sleeps all through the night. The bright sun comes up, the dew falls away. Good morning, the little birds say. Very good. Now let's listen to our second story, shall we? Mama Built a Little Nest, written by Jennifer Ward. Mama built a little nest inside a sturdy trunk. She used her beak to tap, 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 the perfect place to bunk. Mama built a little nest, a cup so wee and snug, with walls of moss and roof of sky and silky cobweb rug. So the hummingbirds use cobwebs in their nest to help it stretch. Mama built a little nest. Well, actually she didn't. She found one that another made, and then she laid me in it. And that's what cowbirds do. They lay their eggs in other birds' nests. So the other birds take care of their babies. Mama built a little nest. My daddy helped out too. They placed my egg upon his feet, and that's where I hatched and grew. Mama scraped a simple nest upon a craggy ledge. She tucked me safe within her wings until my time to fledge. Fledge means to fly. Daddy built a little nest, and then he built another, and another, and another, hoping to impress my mother. Mama built a little nest. She used her beak to sew a woven nest of silky grass, the perfect place to grow. Mama built a little nest by digging out a burrow. It was a hoot, our little home, a safe and feathery furrow. Mama built a little nest. She gathered twigs that float and placed them on the water to create a cozy boat. How neat. Mama built a little nest. She made it on the ground. A simple nest, not very soft, with pebbles smooth and round. Daddy built a little nest. Now don't gross out with spit. Who would have thought that spit would make the perfect place to sit? And these special birds are over around
china, and they collect the nest to make soup out of them. Mama built a sealed nest within an old tree's hollow. My daddy left a little hole to pass her food to swallow. Mama built a sturdy nest by starting with twigs up high. A breezy house upon a tree where talons blend with sky. That's an eagle, and their nest can be as big as a little Volkswagen bug. Mama built a little nest entirely out of mud. No feathery down, no soft green plants, just fuddy, muddy crud. And that's a flamingo. You have a nest, your very own, a place to rest your head with pillows soft and cozy thoughts. Your nest is called a bed. The end.
Welcome back. I wanted to show you a friend of mine. This is a blue jay. And if I give him a little, can you hear that? Now I brought him out because on Saturday the 19th, which is tomorrow, um, we're going to have some birds out in the garden hiding. There'll be a blue jay and a cardinal and a hummingbird and some other birds. And you can come to the library and find them where they're hiding. Leave them where they're hidden though. And there's a special paper that you can look at, and you click on it with your phone and it will tell you a little bit about each of the birds and the sound that they make. So I hope you'll join us for that and that you're having lots of fun with summer reading. And let's do our last song, shall we? The more we get together, the more we get together, the happier we'll be. 'Cause your friends are my friends, and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Okay, see you next week. Bye. And don't forget that you can come on Saturday to pick up your craft for next Tuesday, okay? See you then.